accounted. But let me say something, having just recapped that one. We are going to 2023, and 2023 election will be a defining moment in the history of Nigeria, and I will tell you why. Now, the OIC chartered. OIC means Organization of Islamic Countries. In 1986, Babangida smuggled Nigeria into the OIC, and that led to the resignation of many generals like Mike Ahigbe, who fought it. And then from that point, Nigeria has been paying dues to OIC. But the OIC charter has a condition that a country must be ruled, especially a country that is a polarized country like Nigeria, where you don't have one religion. The country must have, if it's a polarized, a religious polarized city like Nigeria, where you have plenty religions, that country must have been ruled consistently for 10 years by Islam. Then you will now have a full status of being a Muslim recognized country. Now, the thing is this. Buhari now has ruled Nigeria for consistently 8 years. Another Muslim government in Nigeria will automatically make us an Islamic country, recognized worldwide as an Islamic country. So that is why 2023 is a watershed. We must stop Islam. And I don't bloody care, do you? I don't believe in being politically correct. You may be in PDP, that's your problem. I don't have a problem with party. You could be in APC, doesn't matter to me. I don't have problem with those ones in the state levels. I have more problem at the national level. And that is why I'm obediently useful. That we must, no, I'm not being political. I told you my fathers may speak with a lot of reticence. I don't do that. We must stop, because a vote for Atiku is a vote for a continuous rulership of the Fulani for another 16 years. And we have seen what Fulani or Fulanization has done to Nigeria in the last 7 years. A vote for Tinubu will be a Muslim ticket. But I will also tell you that the calculation of the North is that Tinubu may not last in power. And then power will devolve back to the chief architect of terrorism. So this is my thoughts, that we should stop it. Now, it doesn't matter whether, I don't care whether Peter Obi can do anything for us. Even if he fails us, the fact is that we have stopped a continuous 10 years rulership of Islam. And may I also say that the election of 2023 is a referendum where we will choose to decide which religion has the largest number of faithfuls in Nigeria. All the National Population Commission forms and countings that have been done in the past, where they put religion, they don't want us to, they remove religion. So that is why in the census of Nigeria, you cannot adequately say that we are more Muslims or more Christians. So the referendum will be shown in 2023. If we allow them rule us, then believe me, they will put it down our throats for the rest of our life that Islam is more than us in Nigeria. And believe me, we are fighting a formidable force. Islam is a formidable force. It started in the 19th centuries when Othman Danfodio sought to institutionalize Islam as a religion of Nigeria. Our fathers in the Middle Belt stopped it. And that is why the advance of Islam stopped at the northern part of Nigeria and did not go down for too long. It was stopped in the Middle Belt. It continued through. And wherever they set an emirate, the emir becomes a Muslim. So we must stop Islam. And Islam has 3 formidable weapons that we must stop in 2023. One is the power of the womb. Islam allows you to have 4 wives at one time in your life. How I wish I can marry 3 wives. I would have seared children. Many. But Jesus does not allow that. The Bible does not allow that. I was listening to Sheikh Yahya Jingir. He was insulting a Christian leader on the plateau. If you don't know Sheikh Yahya Jingir, he's a chairman of Izala, something in Jama'atu Nasri is Jama'atu Bidwis. Yes, Jama'atu Isma'atu Bidwis, something Bidwis. And then he was insulting the Christian leader on the plateau. And this is what he said, and I want to be quoted verbatim. He said, "Don't ubansa on radio. Don ubansa, he was now insulting the Christian leader. Shi ya fi ni zama ɗan Jos. ‘Ya'yan cikinsa guda na. Ni ‘ya'yan ciki na ɗaya 98. That's 98 children. Now, so that's one power of Islam. Yeah. And that is why you see them returning votes in Kano, in Katsina, and everywhere in millions. How do we stop them? We must preach and get their children repented to be Christians. The second power of Islam is the power of migration. They have done that to us in Jos. They have pushed us out of the center of Plateau State, of Jos. Today we are moving towards Bukuru, moving towards Marabanjama, moving towards this side, because we can't build our homes again in Rikos. I grew up in Gengeri. I was a member of Ekwa Church Gengeri. I went to school in Gengeri. Today my father's house lies as a fallow ground in Gengeri. Our church in Ekwa Gengeri today is a dumping ground for refuse. And as they keep coming, we keep moving out. So that's one power they use. They have done that through the years. They are now doing it through the banditry that is going to our villages and harvesting our villages in northern Nigeria and in parts of Middle Belt and in the South. All these banditry are issues of security we will talk about later. Then the third power of Islam is the power of politics. And whether we like it or not, Buhari has demonstrated to us what political power means in this country. The security chiefs, Daddy, with all due respect to you, know that we have 17 security apparatuses in Nigeria. And whenever the Nigerian Security Council meeting will hold, there will be very few Christians, perhaps for General Erabo and maybe the chief of air staff. Apart from those two, you discuss the security of a whole country where Christians are not able to sit there. This is a system we must fight. And then Islam has also shown us that the political powers that Buhari wielded in this country also gave economic powers to them. They became ministers of finance, minister for attorney general and justice and whatever. That is why we must change the narrative in 2023. You can't afford to be quiet.
So much.